as far as it being an afterthought as well, because you've been around on the internet such a long time now, and you have got a good following of people who follow what it is that you do, I think once you reach a certain point and you get to that critical mass, SEO kind of just happens naturally, and it's good to hear that you sort of do a little bit of thinking as far as your keyword choice and that sort of thing. But like I've just entered in your or Michel Fortin into my Market Samurai to have a little bit of a look, just to do some keyword analysis, and we're looking at some of the domains and your domains that are coming up. I suppose if we look at the main primary one, michelfortin.com, and we can see it's got quite a few factors that can help it rank quite high. Like as far as the age, it has been around for, it's got here registered for the last 9 years. You've got loads of backlinks, like we're talking the sort of vicinity of 47,000 backlinks. The page rank is quite high, of a page rank of 5. I can see here you've done some on-page optimization in your title tag. The URL has, at least for the keyword Michel Fortin, you've got your keyword in the domain name, another very important factor. You've got descriptions written and headlines. So like you've ticked all of those boxes as well. And then I think the way I approach SEO is I use it to kickstart a site and get it up to a certain point. Like it's good right at the start. If you haven't got the people searching you out, you want to optimize it so you're in front of the person when they're looking for whatever it is that you solve, you're there, and then using good copywriting to talk their language to draw them into your site. But like you said, you've got people searching out your name, so basically you've got a lot of excellent SEO things going on behind the scenes, just by nature of you reaching critical mass. Like those backlinks, for example, just the backlinks alone has sort of made your site quite powerful. I've jumped over to have a look at the site itself now, and I'm having a little bit of a look around, and you did talk about some of the different plugins, and this is obviously based on WordPress, and I've gone view page source to have a look, and I can see in there, I can see the all-in-one SEO plugin, and I can see you've got your descriptions and your keyword written out there, and I also noticed using that as well, each of your posts are having their own titles and their own descriptions, which again is very good from an SEO point of view. You don't want to have the same sort of titles and descriptions throughout the whole site. Looking on the site, you've got, you're ticking all of these boxes, showing that you're real to Google. You've got your privacy, you've got your, your legal, your contact us page down the bottom. All of this sort of thing is increasing your quality score. And then you talked a little bit about you getting in the mind of the prospect and then writing a post to that person based on keywords that they're searching, and then front-end loading that into your post. So be interested to know, how do you do some of that keyword research? You talked about Word Tracker. Is that the primary tool you use, or?
Well, the Word Tracker itself, it's not necessarily Word Tracker. I use Word Tracker, yes.
Yep.
And I use it especially for my other stuff. I don't use it that much for michelfortin.com, but I use the keyword question tool, which allows me to not only look up keywords and the popularity of certain keywords, but it's essentially the types of questions people ask, and how that keyword fits into that question, and how that specific question is asked, how often it is asked, so that I can actually write a blog post around that question and pretty much give them the answer. So that's one of the tools that I use. That I use also, there's a WordPress SEO tool. I'm not sure if you know about it. I've just started to dabble with it, and I like it a lot. It's Word Tracker SEO Blogger. Have you heard of that?
No. I'm scribbling it down now, so I'll take a look.
Let me give you the full URL. It's wordtracker.com/academy /5-minute-SEO. So wordtracker.com/academy/5-minute-SEO. And it's a plugin that will actually work in your sidebar while you're writing, and it's especially for Firefox. I use Firefox. And it will actually look up keywords. You can use it as you're writing content, or it works with you on the fly, but it will actually give you some hints as to how searched are these types of keywords in your blog post, so that you can actually write content and wrap it around those specific results, which enables you to write a little bit better. And I'm just starting to dabble with this tool, and I like it a lot. But the word tracker keyword question tool is one of my most favorite ones. I use, like I said, my wife's methods that she teaches and she uses a lot. She talks about, for example, vertical searching versus horizontal searching versus multidimensional searching. And I don't want to spend too much time, but essentially what it means is you look for a particular keyword or key phrase, and then try to figure out the way that people actually think about, the different ways people think about when they're searching, and then sort of extrapolate that to fit different scenarios, and that's called multidimensional. So, for example, if you're looking for a low-carb diet, you might have low-carb nutrition, low-carb fat loss, low-carb weight loss, low-carb this and that and the other. And then you've got all the horizontal stuff like low-carb diet Atkins, low-carb diet South Beach, low-carb diet Oprah Winfrey, all those things. So, and then you can sort of see not only what people are typing in, but how they are actually thinking. And then basically you write your content, and you do that a bit with copy as well if you're actually selling products or services, so that it matches the frame of mind. If you're selling a product on diet, and your product is sort of a competitor to a particular product, and that product is being searched for. Now, of course, trademark rules aside, I don't want to start going into the legal aspect of it, but you can easily create a blog post or a feeder page or a doorway page that does a comparative review, or something that talks about the other product and what you found. A product that's an alternative to a solution, and it links back to your main sales page, and so on and so forth. Again, I'm not a lawyer, so keep those things in mind. I'm not going to speak to the legal aspect of it, but there are ways that you can do this. And let's put names aside. Let's just say, the word diet. You've got nutrition. You've got fat loss. You got weight loss. You got all these different ways that people are actually looking for. And you can write different blog posts or different pages or different even websites that revolve around a specific search frame of mind, and then you drive them to your main sales page. But again, I want to reiterate, I'm not an SEO expert. This is just stuff that I've learned myself.
I love it. 'Cause you mentioned that a few times, and even though you say that, you still got the SEO. Like looking at your sites, and I've while I searched, I was having a look at some of your other sites as well, like the successdoctor.com and also the Copy Doctor. They've just got the basics. You've ticked those the all important on page stuff, and you've got some good off page SEO happening with your inbound links. So as much as you're not the SEO guy, it still happens. And then I think part of that is once you get really good at what it is that you're doing, SEO does start to happen naturally. I think a lot of people, what they try and do is really push or force SEO sometimes when it can just happen naturally. As long as you have those fundamentals in the back of your mind and you're putting out good content, that's the real key. Push products that you believe in and provide value to people, and then SEO happens naturally. People will link to you, and that's just a byproduct. And what I do with my SEO stuff, really, it's just a kickstart to get these products in front of the people when they're looking for them.